since we just covered the Black Eyed Peas Dopeness music video, we're going to talk about their album real quick. And their album is called Master of the Sun Volume 1, which implies maybe there'll be another one. I don't know.
Probably soon.
This name actually comes from will.i.am, who was planning on making, not planning on making, he did make a comic book actually with Marvel. And it was called Master of the Sun.
When did that happen?
In the past year, I think it was last year, like 2017.
Really?
Yeah.
I know there was talks about it happening back in like 2015.
It could have been back then. Let me double check that then. Yeah, 2017.
All right. That's interesting. So I would love to get my hands on that comic and see what it's about. Because obviously their album is a political album. Like they openly came out and said that this is like they're trying to make a political statement with the album. I did not necessarily get that vibe while listening to it.
That it was a political album?
Yeah.
I did for several songs.
I'd say for two of the songs that, like, for two of the earlier songs I did. But for all the rest, I really didn't get that vibe.
Well, we also gave up on this album a little more than, we made it more than halfway through.
We got to the song Dopeness.
Oh, really? So we only made it halfway through?
Well, I think we skipped around a little bit after that, but
the song Yes or No was very, very political.
Oh, yeah.
It was only political.
That was easily the most political song on the album.
So what was your take on this entire album at this point?
Well, it starts off strong. Every song pretty much started off strong, and then it just the album slowly got weaker and weaker. I'd say Dopeness, which is the halfway point, is the climax of the album. And after that, we did get a little farther. We got to New Wave, Vibrations. After that is when things start going downhill, and it was just kind of, I don't know. I lost interest.
And we already covered Big Love, which is the last song on here.
Exactly. Which, obviously, that music video was very interesting.
Very intense.
Yeah, very intense. That's a good word for it. Yeah, it just, to me, it just lacked. I don't know what it lacked. Maybe Fergie, but it lacked.
Now, we were a little bit curious because there's a few songs on here that had female vocals that kind of sounded like Fergie, but it doesn't say that anybody's featured in it. And a lot of these do say there's features. And Fergie left Black Eyed Peas in 2018, sometime in 2018. And I doubt that they recorded all of these songs just within the past couple months. It's possible, but it would not surprise me if she's in some of these songs.
I agree, but then, and like I was thinking that as well, but then when I watched the Dopeness video, they were really showing that Asian girl. I have no idea what her name is or anything about her, but she obviously had some background vocals going on, and I don't know what her name is. I don't know if she's a part of the group.
Her name's CL. It says she's featured in that song.
It does.
She's South Korean singer-songwriter.
Then I don't know why, for example, Get Ready and Yes and No both have female vocals in it.
With no features.
So I don't know if Fergie is the vocals there or if they auto-tune themselves. We obviously see Kanye doing that all the time. But I don't know. Overall, though, that's my take on the album. Starts off strong, slowly gets weaker and weaker. What did you think?
I have that similar opinion, but what I will say is when I say start off strong, the lyrics were fine, but they had some very strong beats throughout this. They were making like hit beats with mediocre vocals and mediocre words, in my opinion.
The beats gave me like not 90s vibes, probably like 90s rap vibes. I enjoyed that though.